The last three lives been crazy, y'all. They've been funny as hell. Super funny. That was last night was so good. It was oh so good.
Hello?
What's good, man?
What's up? What's up? You kind of look like Shay in your profile pic, dude.
Hold on. Why don't it? I thought it would let me hear you. Guess I gotta put my headphones on. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Hello?
Okay. What's good with it? Yep.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
first wanted to say, dude,
ahead,
you kind of look like XGA
a
little bit in your profile.
Start with the prompt. I don't care
Yeah,
about
well,
what I look like.
I really disagree, but oh, okay. Well, I really disagree, but why would you say this?
Okay. Here's the thing. I would love for y'all to answer the prompt. Like, there's a prompt. I took the time to make the prompt. It's the prompt. Just answer it. I made it. You see my position. Why do you disagree with it, right?
I mean, I'll do that. Will you explain after?
Yeah, it depends on what you're saying. I don't know what I need to tell you. So let me see what you're saying first, and then I could know how to address it.
All right, all right, I'll give my rebuttal. We'll see if you nitpick. Yeah, I don't think femininity is going to save men. The men already in this society are sensitive. So how is leaning into femininity going to save the men? It's kind of causing a problem.
You think the men in this society are I do think men are sensitive to critiques and criticisms, but they're not sensitive to other people's feelings and real world lived experiences, which are two different things. Femininity would teach them to be empathetic, right? Masculinity teaches you to be overly sensitive when somebody criticizes you. Femininity accepts criticism, masculinity rejects it. So I think men need to learn how to be more accepting of criticisms, not less.
Yeah, this is where I disagree with you. I don't think the men are triggered by criticism. Most men get henpecked or criticized by their wives or whoever their whole life. So I don't think criticism, like, men can't handle it. I think
They can't. You just called it henpecking.
They can. Yeah.
Yeah, you calling it henpecking.
Well, I mean, words exist for a
men.
reason.
I know. Do you know what henpecking is? Like, think about what henpecking is. Like, unwrap the whole phrase in and of itself. What do you think it means?
You could say it's nagging by 1,000 cuts. I don't want to say the D word, but it's like that.
Yeah, and what is nagging?
So the harping on trivial shit, I guess.
Trivial things. So you're actually proving that men are not open to being critiqued. Because a woman telling a man whatever, expressing what she's going through to the man, he is going to deem it to be trivial. Hence the word nagging was invented.
No.
And henpecking and things and ways to minimize, women's real critiques of men. Literally, you're proving my point in real time. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Men cannot take criticism.
Well, if you want men to be more feminine, here's what that decodes to. That decodes to men basically breaking down. It basically decodes to men genuflecting on one knee to their women or to society and basically breaking down and saying, "Oh my, I'm your rights, society, or women, I'm just wrong about everything. That is what you mean by femininity, because it's
that
not
doesn't
men's
mean
fault
anything.
that they just don't feel the criticism the way women do. The
No,
way
they
women
literally
feel criticism
hold on,
harsher.
hold on. Men literally reject criticism. They don't even feel it.
No,
They
dude, they just
literally
don't.
just reject it.
Yeah, exactly. That's because
That's not
yeah.
exact. Hold on.
So that's because men are more.
Hold on. You're contradicting yourself. For you to accept it, you can't
Not really.
reject it. You are literally. You literally just contradicted yourself. Because this whole time you've been saying, "Oh no, men actually can accept criticism," and I said men can't. And then you used the word henpecking, and I was like, "That's a prime example of men not being able to accept criticism." Then I just said that men actually reject, they wholesale reject criticisms, and you said yes. That, like, what are you talking about? You are literally you are contradicting yourself.
No. Well, there's two things. One, I think the men are more self-defined than women in general.
That doesn't mean
So they're not
anything.
going to feel the criticism.
That doesn't
Just
mean anything.
Let me
No,
let me get the
doesn't
second
mean
part
anything.
out, and
No,
it'll connect.
no. The first part doesn't make sense. What does self-defined mean in this context? It doesn't mean anything. Like, what are you talking
It
about?
means
They're
not
more
having.
self-defined.
I'll just say it straight up, I guess. This femininity you want people to have a psychological hold over men. And I ask you, why? Why do men need to be
Men
over
have a
criticism?
psychological hold over men already. You're afraid that
I'm not asking
if
about
women
that.
No. I'm telling you about that. You're saying, listen, your point is I don't like you're trying to act like you don't want men to have you don't want men or some group to have a psychological hold over men, right? But the group that already
No,
has a
I'm asking
psychological
why.
listen here. The group that already has a psychological hold on men are men. And it is proven to be terrible and treacherous for everybody involved, men
So
included.
let's say that made sense. Why then should women get the psychological hold over men as well?
I don't want women to have the psychological hold over men. That's your language. I think it's goofy language.
Your
to
rhetoric.
describe what I'm saying as women having a psychological hold over men, that's your insecurities talking. You sound like a typical man.
No.
Yeah, that's you.
No. It's
that's not me.
So let's okay. Or do you do the therapy thing? I'm sure you have. Every therapist will tell you to be self-defined and not listen to the naysayers and the scoffers about who you are.
Every
men naturally
therapist
don't
doesn't
feel it.
do, sir. Every therapist doesn't do the same thing, so that's already a lie.
Good
My wife
Lord.
is a psychologist.
So
My wife
the
is a
advice.
psychologist. She doesn't do the same. They don't all do the same thing. You've never been to all therapists. You don't know what are you talking about?
I have a feeling she would say it's healthy to not ruminate on criticisms about yourself from other people.
Ruminating
Yet
on
we want to do
criticisms
this
about
like
yourself. Mm-hmm.
from other people.
There's a delay, just so you know. So I'm really not trying to interrupt you. It sounds like you're done talking. Just so you know. Okay.
I don't know. Did you hear the last part?
I don't think so. After you said ruminate, I missed the rest of it.
Okay. I was saying that it's not in clinical regular psychology is accepted. It's not healthy to entertain naysayers and criticisms about yourself from other people.
That's
you can have
That's not true.
You can have
That's not
iron
true.
sharpen iron and good criticism.
That's not true.
Sure.
That's
but
not
again,
true. When I was in therapy with my wife, literally we talked about how we can listen to the criticisms that both of us have of one another. That's pretty much what all the therapy was. It was like, how do we communicate? How do you need to listen? Like that was like the main takeaway I got from therapy was like, how do I listen to my wife better, and how do I internalize what she's saying as opposed to rejecting it, right? Like that was literally the crux
But
of
why?
the therapy.
But why must you internalize everything she says?
I don't need to internalize everything. Again, that is your
that's
language.
The psychological hold I'm referring to.
That is what but you're making that up. That's not even what I'm talking about. Did I say that? Did I even allude to that? You just made that up.
But you do kind of allude to it, because the ending conclusion of this open up men, you're just dumb cavemen. The ending conclusion is men genuflecting to women and, oh, I'm so wrong about everything, babe. You know best. I'm just a dumb. That is the ending conclusion, is it not? Because you can't have men.
Wait. I want to entertain that. I want to entertain that. That's not even what I'm saying. But let's entertain that, right? So what?
Sure. Well, some men are not wired like that. Like most of the men have already been duped into believing this.
Hold on, brother. Listen. So what? You're acting like that's a bad thing. Now explain to me, how is it bad? Let's say we just listen to women, just full, like you're saying, we just full-fledged, just full force go into just listening to women, right? Our lives get better or worse?
They would get worse.
In what way? What are women? What is a general critique that women have of men that would make us worse human beings than we are right now?
The crux, the number one, is that women say that men are not emotionally available or mature or something to where the men are like, just like, I can't say the word, but like actually their chemicals in their brain don't process emotions. That's probably the number one.
I've never heard a woman say that. I've never heard a woman say that. But I do agree.
Men are emotionally unavailable?
No, the last part, the emotionally unavailable part, yes. So this is what I want to understand. So men are emotionally, as a man, I know men are emotionally unavailable, right? So why is that a bad thing if men listened to that and became emotionally available? How would that hurt us?
Because through emotional susceptibility, that is when the men can, when you fall in love or when you go full into that dissociative state that women say they want men to go into with them, you're handing your life over to that woman. When men fall in love with women or they make her the idol,
does it hurt
those are the
us?
men.
How does it hurt
because
us?
Those are the men that, I'll tell you, those are the men that end up stabbing their women, the kids, the damn dog, because they actually bought into everything the women were telling them.
Sir, stop lying. That is a fucking full-blown lie. The men who
I gave you genuine logic, and now it's a lie.
You're not giving me, sir. You don't. That's not logical. The men who end up harming their wives are the men who are the most repressed, the men who don't express themselves, and the men who don't listen to their women. You're lying. You're either wrong or lying, one of the two. I don't know. But I'll say, I mean, you're both. But you can either just be wrong or you could just be, you know what I mean? Or you could be lying. But you are not telling, that is a fucking full-blown lie. That is the furthest thing from the truth. They're not like, think about what you're saying. So a woman is telling women, right? Or a woman in a relationship is asking a man to be more emotionally available, to be more in tune with his emotions, to listen to her, to process his emotions better. You're saying that those are the men who end up unaliving their women. And you think that's logical?
Yes.
Are you? You don't know what logic is.
Yes, because they.
That's not logical.
First of all, I don't think you or if we're going to go there, I don't think you or women know what empathy is, because it's completely off the table to you guys.
What is empathy? What is
understanding? Understanding another person and their state of mind, their emotions. So what I'm saying is, women and men that support this stuff.
It's not about understanding
women, and
that's not. Hold on, that's not what empathy is. You don't even know what empathy is. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
You
literally don't. I'm not splitting hairs. That's not what empathy. It's not understanding. You can understand why somebody feels the way that they feel and not have any fucking empathy for them. You can understand it all day. I understand why white tea people are racist. I do. I understand it. I don't have any empathy for that, though. I don't give a fuck. I know why they are, but I don't have no empathy for that shit. I don't care. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not empathetic to racist white tea people because, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, I understand it. Though that's not what it is. Empathy is not the understanding of what somebody's going through. Just so you know. Try again. That's
so
not
empathy
it.
is not empathy is not understanding someone else's emotions, just to be clear.
That's not what it is. It's can you put yourself in their shoes? Can you feel it? Can you feel what they're going through? That's what it is. Can you feel what they're going through?
Again,
put yourself in their shoes.
Yes, but that rhetoric does have the ending conclusion that the men are susceptible. And I wanted to add this very astute point.
Hold on, brother. Go back. We cannot gloss over that. You just claimed that me and women don't understand what empathy is, and you literally
Correct.
don't know what it is. So why are we not talking about it? But you don't know what it is.
And wasting time.
I'm not splitting hairs. You don't know what it is. I'm not splitting hairs. It's not like you were a little bit off. You were you were way off. You don't know what the fuck empathy is at all. You have no idea.
Okay. So I said,
I don't think you know half the words you're using. You're using them out of context. I'm not splitting. If I were to be splitting hairs, I would check you on all the times that you use words out of context in this conversation. You have used a bunch of words out of context, and I'm just letting it go. I've only stopped you when it mattered, and that's one time. This matters a lot because you're making an assertion that women who teach us what empathy is, show us what empathy is every day, are actually the ones who don't understand empathy. Then when I ask you, what is empathy, you don't even fucking know what it is. Like the typical man, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're having a conversation, you're way out of it's way out of your pay grade. Like you have no idea what you're talking about. You don't know anything about psychology. You don't know anything about therapy. You don't know anything. You know nothing of what you're talking about. You're just making up stuff. You're talking about men who are open to their women are the ones that are actually stabbing their women. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're just saying stuff.
Nope. It sounds like that to you. Look, some people. It sounds like that to a logical person. Others don't.
No, it's not. Again, that reference. Some people perceive logical. Sir, some people perceive the truth is not that's not a statement that you can make right now. It doesn't make sense. Some people perceive the truth. What the fuck are you talking about? Like what? You're not making sense. I'll say this, brother. Just because
to your body chat, maybe not. But to clarify, I said empathy is understanding emotions. You said, no, it's feeling the same emotions like you're a voodoo doll. I reiterate how that's ending logic is a psychological hold over men. And when you see men stabbing up the women, it's some super simp who thought they were going to be together forever. Okay? And the empathy aspect,
what is a simp?
It's funny you mentioned that.
What is a simp? What is a simp? What is a simp?
Well, I want to talk on the empathy, and then I'd love to answer the simp.
Fuck that. What's a simp? You're using words you don't know. You don't know the concept. I already know. I can tell. Just so you know, the reason why I'm asking you is because I know you don't know because you're using all these words out of context. Okay, what you're really doing is just prove me wrong. Prove me right again that you don't know what you're talking about. What's a simp? What is it? What is that?
I wanted to talk about the empathy.
No.
Well, hold on. You just rambled about the empathy.
You don't know what empathy is. We already discovered. We already have discussed it. So what's a simp now? Yes, what's a simp?
A simp is a male that thinks the woman is on his level.
That's not a simp. Again, you don't know. What are you talking about? A woman is on his level? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? You want me to tell you what a simp is? I'll educate you again. A simp is a man that gives a woman, that allows a woman to run over him. He doesn't allow a woman to manipulate him because you can't allow somebody to manipulate you. If you know that their intentions are to manipulate you, then they're not manipulating. You know what I'm saying? Manipulation means you don't know. You're unaware. He's not unaware. He allows a woman to run over him. He gives her whatever she wants in hopes of gaining access to her, right? So if a man is in a relationship with a woman, how the fuck is he a simp? He got her. He's in the relationship with her.
I didn't.
Maybe
what?
he simped
Dude,
before.
dude,
maybe,
I didn't.
Maybe he simped before.
I didn't say a dude in a relationship with a woman is a simp. You
That
said
is
I
what
said
you
that.
said, sir.
You're a liar.
You said, and maybe I'm misinterpreting this. I know you're gonna lie and say I am, but you were talking about men who stab up their girlfriends. Am I correct? And wives, their women. Is that safe? Is that safe to assume?
Yes, and the reason why those men do that is because they've been
hold on.
to believe the woman is on his level.
Stop. You don't need to reiterate what you said. That's pointless. Just so you know. So you're acknowledging that I was right. You're saying you're talking about men and women in relationships. So when you said the simps, some simp man, he ends up unaliving his girl or wife, and I was like, wait, stop right there. How are you with a woman and a simp at the same time? That don't even make sense. That's dumb. You're in a relationship with her. And what makes a simp? You don't know what a simp is.
I said a simp.
You don't know what a simp is?
You are something else, dude.
Yes, I am. Thank you. I'm not a simp. I'm not a pander. I'm not a fucking dummy. I don't use words out of context.
You're a lackey. You are a lackey.
You are projecting. I've already told you. You are out of your pay grade. You don't know what you're talking about. You can't have an academic conversation. You're not an academic. You can't have a logical conversation. You're not logical. You can't have a conversation about emotions because you're a fucking NPC. What are you talking about? You don't know shit. You're a child to me. You're inadequate in every way. You're nothing.
You're very catty. You're very, very catty, dude.
Okay, I'll be that. But I didn't lie.
Good for you.
I'll be catty, but I didn't fucking lie. You're a fucking sociopath. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just up here lying. You're just saying, and you're just jumping from one point to the other. Your thoughts are jumbled. You don't have any linear thoughts whatsoever. They're circular.
No,
like what are you talking about?
The reason you think they're jumbled is because you're jumping the gun. And I'm not going to yell at you on your own live to let me speak, but like if you're going to talk over me, you can have your little, your frame of being incorrect. That's fine. So
let me get this straight here. You think that I'm supposed to let you ramble on for 5 minutes, making incoherent statement after incoherent statement? Okay, I'll give you the floor. Go ahead.
Yeah, so a simp, and I'll connect it to the empathy even. A simp is a male who thinks the woman is on his level. You said, that's ridiculous. It's not, because how else can a man be manipulated? By conditioning through society that the woman is a logical, autonomous being. She is not. The program, and the women can fuss, that's fine. But the reason men go crazy and start stabbing up the damn dog even is because they've been duped and they feel it and they snap. They are conditioned to think their wife is like their friend of 15 years, where there's a rapport. In this society, the woman is allowed to do what she wants. And men need to understand this, honestly. You could have a dog, 4 kids, a suburban house, a horse. The woman could wake up one day and just say, you know what, I'm tired of your ass. Men need to be ready for that. You telling men to go into this dissociative opening up, well, she's the emotional arbiter, master emotional woman of the world, it's garbage. And it actually sets men up for failure. And the empathy aspect, and then I promise I'm done. It's crazy to me how you guys can't fathom that men just don't feel things as much as women. That's not empathetic.
Okay. So, first things first, you don't think women are autonomous beings? Red flag.
No.
You also, what?
They're not. Why would they be in your chat? Because they can't argue their ideas articulately. They want a man to do it. This is why you've got all these viewers, dude.
Articulately?
Let's call it what it is.
Hold on, wait. Is articulately a word? That could be a word. I never heard it before. Probably articulately. I don't know.
It might be a word. Articulately, it might be a word. I don't know. But you
I don't
got
think
the
that's
gist
a
of what I
word.
was saying.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a real word to me. So the women
Succinctly articulate.
and I think it's hilarious that you don't know the word articulate, and you're trying to be articulate, and you're claiming the women aren't articulate, but you literally don't know the word articulate. Like you don't, but it's whatever. Though.
Okay, but
It's just funny.
what about the logic?
The other, you're not logical. That would that would be a point where that
What about
shows how you're
the
actually not
macrocosmic big
logical.
picture?
Macrocosmic.
What about the big picture point I just made, though?
You don't have a big
Yes,
picture.
the big
point.
picture point that I just made.
All you, all I can boil down what you said.
Hold on.
You didn't make any sense here. I'm gonna boil down what you said succinctly, right? To one thing. You don't like the fact that women can leave men. You don't think women should have the right to leave men, no matter how bad the man treats her. You don't think the woman has the right to leave the man. That's all. That's pretty much all you're saying. And all your bullshit and all your ramblings, your fucking serial unaliver manifesto speak that you got. That's all you're saying at the end of the day. Is women are not autonomous beings.
No, that's a very
that's
low
what you
level
said.
deduction.
That is what you. Everything you're saying is low level. That is what you're saying. You're saying women aren't autonomous beings. Therefore, they shouldn't have the right to leave men,
right,
even if the man is abusive, even if the man doesn't listen to her, even, all this stuff. And you're trying to reframe it as, oh, she is the controller and the arbiter of all that is good in a relationship, all that bullshit. But in reality, we know that men cause fucking the vast majority of the problems in a relationship. We know that men cause the vast majority of the problems in the world. We know that men are responsible for the vast majority of violence. We know that men are bad. Like, what are you talking about? That's what the reality is. So if women are, and we know that
on the other end, engage one bit with the material argument.
Hold on, wait. You don't have a material argument.
It was low level conjecture.
Your argument, that's not a term that anybody uses. Low level projection, again, is not a real term. It doesn't mean anything. I'm not projecting.
I know.
What am I projecting?
I said low level conjecture.
Okay, what?
I said
low level conjecture.
You're just throwing shit together because you think you know.
That's you.
Like
you're the one projecting.
My logic one bit. Actually.
I did. You not, sir.
No, dude.
I can't. You don't have logic. You're right. I cannot talk about your logic because your logic doesn't exist. That's the problem. You're not being logical. You're illogical. So I just sifted through all that fucking bullshit to get to the point that you're afraid that women are going to, that you don't think women, once they get with the man, should be able to leave a man. That's all it is.
I never said that, so that's why I called it.
You did say that. You did say that. That is what you were saying.
No, I didn't. I said women shouldn't. I said
this is what I'm talking about. Do you know what logic is?
I really said.
Do you know what? Do you know what logic is?
I didn't say that.
You know what logic is? Okay. When you said
no.
When you said that women aren't autonomous beings, what am I supposed to take from that? Do you know what autonomous means?
The genders complement each other and
no.
Making her own decisions.
What does okay? So being able to make their own decisions. Okay, cool. Then later on, you said that, and men just have to face the fact that women can just wake up one day and leave the man. You said that as if that's a bad thing.
Yes.
Now, if I put since you like using the word logic a lot.
To men, it could,
please.
To men, it could be a bittersweet pill to swallow.
You're not talking over me. So if I put those two things together based on your logic, a man that believes that women do not deserve to be able to make their own decisions, a man that does not believe that women should have the right to leave their man. I could put those two things together, or a man that gets upset when a woman leaves her man. He's upset that women have the autonomy to leave their man, one can logically deduce from those statements that you don't think women should have the right to leave men. That is what you think. I'm not under like, what the fuck? Don't try to gaslight me. I'm not a dummy. Cash Me Outside said, please let him know you're a dummy, bitch. Aquarium Nut said, when men wake up and say, I am tired of this relationship, they have already started another one, left without notice, or wasn't planning to stick around anyway. That's facts. And also, men, he just talked about men stabbing their girlfriends. That's leaving the relationship. So you're mad if a woman gets up and leaves, but you're not mad that men stabbed their girlfriend. You're blaming the women for the men stabbing them, and you're blaming the women for leaving the man before she gets stabbed. So the women can't lose. The women can't win. No, they can't win either way. Jesus fucking Christ. Go ahead, BBG.
That was a lot to digest. I don't know if I've heard anybody say so many weird things in a very short period of time in quite some time. Usually they kind of space it out a little bit. Maybe it's because you gave him the opportunity to, speak his mind. And I'm sorry that happened to all of us. But especially like the part that made me request up was when he was talking about men knifing up women based on becoming more feminine or, adapting feminist ideas. And it made me think about when Kate Mann talked in her book, Down Girl, about Elliot Rodgers, who unalived a whole bunch of women because he was jealous of the fact that he thought the sorority girls at his college, I think it was in Kentucky, but he thought that they should have dated him because he asked one of them out on a date and she rejected him. And after she rejected him, he went back and unalived a whole bunch of those girls. Mind you, there wasn't a woman in sight for him to adapt any femininity from because he was being rejected. He was actively being rejected by those women. And his retaliation for being rejected by those women was to go back and to unalive them. And that's a lot of what those experiences are, especially even when you talk about family annihilators, because he mentioned that. When you talk about family annihilators, the reason why they do that is because of the embarrassment of not being able to adapt to that hegemonic masculinity. That's the reason why they do those things. The embarrassment, the reason why they go back to their homes, not just unalive themselves, but they unalive the wife, then they unalive the kids, and they unalive themselves, was because of the fact that these men are so harshly embarrassed by not only the loss of a job or the loss of major income, the loss of what they feel like some type of masculine coded good, their power, their strength, whatever. They unalive their entire families because of the fact that they can't adapt to those ideas. It's not a matter of whether or not women are teaching them anything. If women were teaching men things, it would be how to treat them like human beings, except men wouldn't listen because of so many concepts that if I started to even go down the list of what that means, those were, if articulately got you stumped, I can't use none of the verbiage that would properly explain why it is men do the things that they do. So I'm not gonna go down that list, but I think it's definitely the easier one is the gaslighting that's happening in this chat, where you sincerely believe that you did not say that women were not autonomous human beings, that they should be trapped in marriages and they should have the option of leaving those marriages, and that women, when left to their own devices to make their own decisions, that they can't, and then that men. The implication that men were more logical and that women desired men to speak for them. Ill. Because really think about you as an option to speak for me, knowing good and doggone well that I know I'm more educated than you are. I'm pretty sure a whole lot of people know that I'm more educated than you are and more articulate.
What do you do? What do you do?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I manage people's money.
What does that mean?
It means real knowledge, not a bunch of socially acceptable verbiage.
How did you get that real knowledge?
By going to school. The fuck?
I did that too. How did you apply that real knowledge?
That's kind of beside the point, but
is it? Because you brought that point up.
Because
you brought that point up.
I did bring it up, and the reason I brought it up was to counteract the browbeating you're doing. I never said
If your
that
brow is
women,
beat, that's just because you hurt. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not beating your brow.
okay, just hold on a sec. I never said women should not leave, or I never said women should not be allowed to leave their men. In
You
this
did.
society, no, I didn't. In this society,
Oh my
women
God.
are allowed to do whatever the hell they want.
No, they're
They're
not.
Yes, they are. You can get an
They're not.
abortion. You can get Plan Bs.
They
You can
can't.
divorce,
You
no
can't.
fault. Yes,
They
you can.
can't. They
One
cannot.
state,
They're like
maybe.
There are
20 something
stipulations
states,
around that.
sir. It's like
Oh,
it's in
wait,
a
so
bunch
it's
of
not a
fucking
free for
states.
all. So it's not a free for all.
No,
Okay.
No.
So go
So
to a
hold
state
never
where it's legal
was.
then.
Hold on.
It never was.
What I don't like is when you say something that is stupid as hell, and we go, "That's stupid," and instead of you recognize that it's dumb, and then you go and then you try to change it, act like you were making a point. Oh, so it's not a free for all. You literally just said women can do whatever they want. We pointed out they can't. Instead of you going, okay, you're right. You said, oh, so it's not a free for all. You mean they can't do whatever they want, right? Because that's what the fuck we just said.
You have no perspective. Women are the most free in human history right here, right now.
That doesn't mean anything.
Oh, so now,
The most
now
free
the
and
excuses-
free
they're
are
not
two
free
different.
enough. Okay.
And they're not. And they're
Bro.
not.
Bro, black people are the freest we've been in this country since fucking 1670, 1690. Are we free? No. No. But we're freer. What the fuck does that mean?
I want to
I
respond.
still got a knife
I
in my
want to
back,
respond
bro.
to what you said earlier. Okay. Sorry about that. But I want to respond to what you said earlier.
Sorry about that.
I mean, fuck, that was like 8 minutes. It was like 8 minutes.
So?
So give me a second to think, if you don't mind.
Write it
That was
down
like-
if you got a fucking brain of a fish. Write it down.
Dude.
Look, it happens. Look, you see?
Again, the browbeating. Look.
I'm
Oh, I
doodling.
got it.
I'm doodling. Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. You took an inch and made it a mile. Your argument stands on me being mad women don't like me, or I want women to stay home. Yeah,
You are
I think
mad.
women should do that because that's what works. The only way you can do your 8-minute spiel is if I get mad, but I'm not going to get mad. I'll get annoyed at the
talking about?
tiresome language you're talking
You're,
about.
I don't
You're
give
not
a fuck
engaging
how
with
you
the
feel.
material arguments I make.
I don't care how you feel. Stop repeating yourself. You're glitching.
Then why are you say that, but you swear I'm mad that women, I'm not mad, I'm actually sad because women are not making the right choices at all. This feminism, socially acceptable opinion, you guys parrot, everybody is breaking up. So what's the answer to that, genius?
Yeah.
That men are gonna have to
Feminism is
catch up.
Yeah, feminism is saving women from toxic men like you. I love it.
No, it's not. They're not. Feminism's not saving any women from anything.
Let me ask you a question here. How do
The
you
women
treat
are-
a woman? Don't talk over me. How do you treat a woman in a relationship? You already you
Like a
think that
woman, not like a defective
that doesn't mean anything.
Okay, I'll give
Doesn't
you
mean
examples.
anything.
I'll probably
Yes.
not be as direct. Do you want examples? Okay, I won't be as direct in my
If you're not
language.
gonna
Like,
be if
if
you're
I
not gonna be
find,
direct in your language, I don't care. Be direct, be specific. I want specifics. How do you treat a woman well in a relationship?
no,
How do you make a woman feel safe
that's
and
my
loved?
example.
Hold on. How do you make a woman
give
feel
you-
safe and loved? That's what I want to know.
Basically, you basically acknowledge that she's a woman and that she's different from you. And yeah, that's why I said not speaking as directly to
Sir,
her as
you
I
don't
might
know.
another man.
You don't know what
Probably
the fuck you're
lowering my
talking about.
voice.
You don't know nothing.
Okay,
That's why
okay.
women don't.
Again,
That's why
so
that's
why
why
ask
women
if you're
don't
gonna-
like you. Because I asked for you to answer the question.
Why
You don't
ask
answer
if
the
you're gonna
question,
nitpick?
and you think I'm gonna fucking let you yap for 5 minutes and not answer the question. That's boring. Nobody wants to hear that. It's
I was in the
interesting if
middle
you
of-
answer the question.
I
You
was
were
in the middle of
it.
giving like
You were in the middle of yapping. You started off by saying, I'm going to tell her she's a woman and I'm a man. Bro, stop. Right there. Dead. We're already starting off wrong. That shit is irrelevant.
Actually, that does work. But
Yeah, women don't know that they're women. Ashley Rose said, hello, fam. You're a bitch. That's on my mind. BW
Sometimes they do
said,
need to
ask
be
him. Hold
reminded
on,
that
man.
they are women.
Hold on. Wait. Yer, I have another question for you. BW wants to know, do you masturbate to American Psycho? That's a fair question.
No. I actually saw
Okay.
that movie a year ago. Good movie, but no.
Good movie.
I bet the guy that asked that masturbates though.
That was a woman. I mean, most people masturbate.
I bet she masturbates. Yeah, most people are degenerate. I'm okay being on the other side of the fence.
Wait. You don't masturbate.
Your browbeating's not going to work, dude.
This isn't. What's the definition of browbeating? Got it. You keep using it again out of context. This isn't browbeating.
Trying to use language and insults to coerce someone to concede or do something.
Yeah, that's not what I'm doing.
Like, I don't understand why you're I understand. Okay, so I got that definition right. So you just say no.
Do you practice?
But I don't understand why you're pop quizzing me on it.
Do you practice like semen retention? Are you a semen retentioner?
I just think it's sad to jag off.
Do you retain
I just think
your
it's sad
semen?
to jag off to another dude, fucking a girl. Straw manning again, dude.
How's that a straw man? There's no argument there.
He's literally just saying.
Okay, so I acknowledge.
Where's the argument? I was just curious.
Wait.
See how your Wi-Fi is
acknowledge the degeneracy in the mainstream.
Your Wi-Fi not even interested.
Acknowledge the mainstream towards sexist degenerate.
What does he masturbate to? That's the only thing I'm curious about, because he said he's like,
to your man.
Where do you, man to man? What are you watching? Man on man, furries. What's your go-to?
I don't. That's the point, dude.
Okay.
Dude. Okay.
Cool.
The reason I can stand up here, on a panel of 450 people watching, maybe half of them are bots, is because I know the average person disagrees with me. The average person is also fat, short, broke, ugly, depressed. So why would you want to have me appeal to the majority and think that's a good argument?
One of. I'm not any of those things, and I disagree with you. And I'm a man.
No, but the average
I think a lot of men.
Is. So that's.
I think. Wait. Well, I think you're wrong, here. I think the average man is as diluted. They are as delusional as you are. I think the average man is delusional like you. I'm not going to even hold you. I think you're right. I think what you're saying.
Because
I think most men. Hold on, brother.
They're delusional for different reasons.
I think most men are delusional like you, and they are bitter and angry at women, as opposed to they should be bitter and angry with themselves. But you're bitter and angry at women, and
dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Go ahead.
It's wild. I think that. Are you okay?
No.
Therese said when he says he needs to remind us we are women, he means we need to know our place, which showed
nope. That's
far
how
away
super
from
sensitive the women
which
are
should
today.
be.
They don't like.
Hey,
they don't like the optics of being a woman.
Hey man, I couldn't care less. When I'm reading, don't interrupt me. I'm reading somebody's message. Therese said when he says he needs to remind us we are women, he means we need to know our place, which should be far away from him. How much more to drop him? I ain't got nothing on his brain right now. So it's the full shebang bang. Jasmine X said, it sounds like he has a vocabulary cheat sheet in front of him. He just says shit out of context. Yeah, it does. It very much sounds and feels like that.
So here's the funny thing. The women, or in you too, doing this thing you're doing, you'll complain about it, but for the most part, these chatters sound like it sounds like they're infatuated with the frat guy that didn't call them back. Like these are they're just saying anything, bro.
Or you sound like you're mad at the sorority girl that didn't call you back. Hold on, cutting me off. It's crazy. You sound like the guy that's annoyed at the fraternity girl or frat guy, the sorority girl or frat guy, because you little iffy on that. That rejected them. Could be a frat guy. Ashley said 2 on pub for gender gang banging again. I'm not gender gang banging, man, but I do rep the set. Yeah, this is a little weird, brother.
Again, I know I'm on the minority, but I don't know where you, unless you're like in something. The minority. Where
I don't think you're in the minority.
No, I am in the minority for sure.
No, you're not. I don't think you are. BBG, do you think he's in the minority, man?
Not at all. Not even slightly. He's by definition an internet troll. And I think the sad reality is that so many of these guys
like I said,
hide behind fake profiles because they don't act. The lives that they lead are not real. The businesses are never real. The money they make is not real. The homes that they live in and the wives and the children that they say that they have are not real. And the reason why we can so aptly spot that is the fact that these men love coming on here with these fake pages that only have 100 or so followers that they just done found somewhere. And then they come up here on the burner page, say whatever it is they big and bad enough to get off their chest because they know that if Amazon finds out that they on here talking like this, they will lose their job.
No more box packing. No more box packing tomorrow.
And now Prime is messed up for all of us. Now I can't get my overnight package or my 2-day package because you want to be on here yipping and yapping about things that you don't understand. Like it's very.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, you cannot get your overnight.
Sorry that happened to you, big fella.
Psych.
Sorry that happened to you.
Hey! Shout out to Fruit. Fruit said, enough.
Grandma not mad.
Damn.
What a strange white man.
Hey, I've been running into nothing but strange white men today.
What's going on?
I don't know. Is it a full moon?
Are white men getting fired or something? What's happening?
White men might be losing their jobs. There might be some layoffs going on. I know the government shut down. I don't know.
That's true, actually. You know what? We arguing with TSA agents.
That might be what it is. It's crazy today. I'm like, damn, where all the white people, all the white boys coming from?
Can't fight.
God damn.
That's what that is.
Nigel said, what are the optics of being a woman, Miss Bitch? What? I asked that nigga, how do you love a woman? That nigga said, first thing you got to do is tell them they're a woman. What?
Can't make this stuff up.
What? How do you love a woman and show a woman that she's safe? That man said, and I'll repeat, you tell her she's a woman, and then you tell her you're a man. I said, well, goddamn.
That'll do it.
That'll do it every single motherfucking time.
This is completely related, but I just looked it up, and the average TSA agent is a 42-year-old white man.
He was younger than that.
Maybe not though.
He was younger than that. No,
but again, this is the average age, so you know what I mean. There's give or take.
He's around.
Right, there's some room.
He's around. Yeah, he's definitely around it.
He's a 30-something.
Mm-hmm.
He's a 30-something. Maybe 32. Maybe.
He said, I handle people's money.
What does that even mean, sir? You rob people? Because that's probably what that is.
I handle people's money. Logistic flex. By all means, come up. If you have a genuine question, you can genuinely request up. Rita said he a cashier. Exactly. Aldi cashier. Not that good. Because they let the cashiers at Aldi sit down. He too bitter. He too bitter to be a man that sit down. He's standing up all day.
I heard that all
Bad lower back.
too.
Yeah, and Audi's pay a little decently. Yeah, he don't work at Audi. He wouldn't be that bitter if he worked at Audi.
No, I heard it's actually the work is kind of arduous, but I heard that they do pay and they benefits are good.
Yeah, I can believe that about Audis. I definitely got yeah.
That was a very strange white man. I don't know what to say about that. I had that dude blocked already. I'm proud of myself.
Shit.
I'm proud of
I don't
myself.
remember.
I don't know where I've seen him before.
Me either. He was probably in here though. Mahakala said, well, I hope I said that right. Mahakala, maybe that sounds better. Yours should ask for a refund from his quote unquote school. That boy ain't never went to no goddamn school that costs no money now. Come on.
Definitely pronounced it Shul. Wherever he went.
That man ain't went to no school.
That I handle people's money. Do you know how many things that could be? That could be so many things. You could drive
a bank teller. A bank teller.
He's not.
Rita said they're being weird because it's Columbus Day. It's Columbus Day. That makes sense. He's a scammer. Hell no, he ain't no armored truck driver. They got pew-pews. That man shouldn't be nowhere near a pew-pew. Didn't they used to let us off for Columbus Day? Indigenous People Day, exactly. Didn't they used to didn't we used to get off of work for that day? Am I tripping? It used to be a holiday. The schools ain't have off. The schools went to school. How the schools go to school? The school's supposed to get it. That's crazy. It ain't federal, yeah. That's what I thought. Because as soon as they changed it to Indigenous People Day, they said y'all not gonna be able to get off. The only black holiday we get in the country is Martin Luther King Day. And that's why he the king. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the king. Your kids had the day off? Damn. We don't get you. Y'all get Juneteenth off federally? I don't think the schools get Juneteenth off. Oh, maybe it is. I mean, because they in school still. I mean, they're not in school in Juneteenth. That makes sense. Yeah, but I can see federally they get Juneteenth off now. Yeah, I can see that. That's what's up. Yep, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, that's what's up. I fucks with it. I was like, damn, they did it. They doing us dirty. They took away. We need a look, man. Look, we need a goddamn motherfucking we need a Harriet Tubman Day. And everything for black people. Look, if you're a descendant of John Brown and you could prove it, and all black people, everything free.
The town I went to college in have a James Brown Day.
Ooh.
They have a James Brown Day.
Oh.
I'm invested, but whatever.
James Brown was an abusive crackhead, but I'll probably still celebrate it. I ain't gonna even lie.
I tell you, they celebrated him for weeks.
I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I'll probably still celebrate it because I fucks with James Brown, man.
Columbus Day.
Oh yeah, way over Columbus. James Brown he ain't never did nothing like that.
Columbus
I definitely celebrate BB King Day. Yeah, that's Mississippi finest right there. But of all the black men to celebrate, James Brown kind of.
I mean, if you're gonna celebrate one,
it's better than the R. Kelly Day. Barely.
Well, you gotta hide all the kids in the house like the Purge.
Better. Barely better, but it's better. All right. Look like I'm gonna go on and restart it, man. I don't know what's going on. Let's see what's going on.
Proceed.
Bet. Let's go on and restart it. I got a little bit more time left, so and it's early enough for me to do it. What should I do? Should I run it back, or should I come with a new prompt? I got a new prompt. I'll run the new.
Hell nah, I wasn't cooking nothing tonight. Well, I guess I gotta get in there and fix me something there. Cause we both work. See, we use that control shit. I don't want you making enough money. Now you need to be here with the kids, just be an inside wife. Now nigga broke. Now you don't do nothing but sit around all day and just do this. The house needs more. I need you to get it. That's all control statements, man. Cool. When you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're wrong.
Man, they was mad at that last prompt too. We only got one idiot to come up. Tisk. Yeah, I just restarted it. Came back with a new prompt. What was that playing? Oh, it was a different live. I don't know. I could go. Oh, Deontay, I didn't like that dude. Yeah, I don't like that shit. You know how I get with the racist white T-men. Them motherfuckers. They really make my ass itch more than anybody. I have zero patience for racist white T-men. Like, I have no patience for them whatsoever. I fucking can't stand them. I literally just can't. Like, I just can't stand them. It's too triggering. I don't know what it is. I don't really mess with men in general. but those men, I just can't find the empathy for them. Can't do it. I need my fidget spinners. I need my fidgets. I don't know where they went. I think I accidentally put them in my pocket. They might be in a pair of my pants. I got like fucking like 70 pairs of pants that I wear every day. I don't know where they at. How has feminism hurt men is the question. Get a Clue said, it's all cap. What's all cap? Maybe that's what it is, B-Dub. I don't know. I don't wear them every day. I just have a bunch of them. You know they finna come in here whining. Where Jerry? Mama wanna laugh. We gonna see. We gonna find out. Something, lady? What you doing? Oh. You can take the charger. Bet. Say less. Say less. I'm so mad I deleted that video. I think it was like 30 minutes. No. No, I'm not getting no Bugs Bunny hates. I said hi, babe. Any crimes committed by blacks for money that don't involve bodily harm or death when we're older, racial. It's like a purge, but non-violent. I like it. Says you about to share the live. Oh man, is that the feminist Is that feminists fought for equal rights as far as women being able to? Is it that? Fought for equal rights as far as women being able to? I don't know. I want to see though. I want to see how's feminism hurt men. That's the question. Let's see. Do you think it's hurt men? I assume they think feminism has hurt men. It's my assumption. So let's see. Let's see what they say about it. You have to guess, right? They think feminism hurt men. That's what's up. I don't know. Think men are still pretty oppressive. Oppressive, yeah. Just left custody court. He did everything you say they do. Damn. Hate to hear it. That's a good. I'm gonna do that. Yep. Ask him to define it first. Yeah, I'll make sure. I will make sure. Let's see. Jerry said we're Well, contact YouTube to get that video you deleted back. It ain't on TikTok. I'll say it was in my what's this thing called? StreamYard. I had made them and it just they hadn't been uploaded yet to a different, so I could edit it. And I deleted it before I went live because I didn't have enough space. And yeah, so messed up, man. Gender gangbangers in the house. Puppet Man having grown men cry about looking like Flavor Flav. That shit was hilarious. He did that to himself. They booted you in 2 minutes. What you do? What you do? You seen a whole live about feminism hurting men? Yeah, I want to see. I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see if they gonna come up. It's the second time. I gotta restart it again. I'm just leaving. Fucking. I'm gonna go watch Stranger Things with my baby. Yeah, I told the truth. Mm-hmm. Hey, you know I fucks with purple. That's my shit. That's my favorite color. Yeah, he called her Sinead. That shit was crazy. Let's get it. I don't know where they at, man. We asked though. Grape Street. Hey, hell no, man. I ain't from no Watts. I ain't from no damn Watts.
Hey, public.
What up? Oh my God. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell that was.
How has feminism hurt men? Not all of them, but a lot of them. A lot of them, they don't want us to have credit cards. They don't want us to have our houses. They don't want us to have freedom of speech. They don't want us to. They don't want us to do. They don't want us to do a lot of things.
But how does that hurt men though?
Because they can't control women. They can't do what they want with them. That's how I go. I mean, yep.
They definitely want to do what they want to do.
They want to do what they want to do.
Yeah, I don't disagree. We know that men want to control women, but I don't think it hurts men to not control women. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it actually hurts them. I do think it. They would say it does, or they wouldn't even say, actually, they wouldn't admit to it, but they would act like it, they would try to like reword it or whatever, but it doesn't hurt men that they can't control women. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, they would definitely try to lie and be like, but hey, no, man, because y'all don't want to build with us. Like, it's, it's something like that. I'm like, what you build by yourself? Like, go build. There's a bunch of shit to build with right over there. Go build. Nobody's stopping you. Yeah,
that's all I wanted to come up here and say, but yeah, I'm gonna let Mr. Obina, whatever his name is, but thank you for having me on.
No problem. I appreciate you. Go ahead, Obina. Hey, man. Hey man,
Talk to me that
answer
way.
the prompt.
Whatever my
Answer the prompt. Answer the prompt. We're not gonna start off like that, brother. We getting right into the prompt. Answer the prompt, brother.
how you doing, bro?
I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
good.
How has feminism hurt men? Feminism is a trick to take women out of the household, to take women out of the kitchen. And it has hurt men a little bit because women don't cook anymore, they don't clean, they don't want to be wives anymore. And
So how does that hurt men though? Can't you cook for yourself and clean up for yourself?
I think I'm trying to fix my internet right now. I think it's better now. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now, brother?
Yeah.
I think it didn't really hurt men. It didn't hurt men because we gave these women the right that they have today. You know, men gave them the right. They didn't fight for any feminism right. If we didn't wanted to give them the right, we could have taken it away. You know, because of all the nagging and screaming and all the bullshit. So
What do you
men just decided, okay, let's just give them this right so they can shut their
hold
head.
on, wait. You think you can give people rights? How do you give somebody a right? You don't.
Did
You know
they
you
really
can't.
fought for this right? Did they
No,
fight
that's
for this
not.
right? The women.
That's not the question. The question is, how do you give somebody a right? It doesn't make sense, right? You can restrict a person's rights, but you can't
Yes, we can
give a person
control
a
this.
right.
Yes, we can buy right now. Women just started driving in Dubai about how many 2 years ago? You know, because they start just give them the right to drive in Dubai.
I know.
You know, women don't drive in Dubai.
Wait. Go back. They didn't give them the right. They stopped restricting their right to drive. They were born with the right to drive because they're humans. They were born with the right. The men in the country
So
were
why did they
restricting.
drive?
Hold on, brother.
So why did they?
Hold on, brother. Hold on. The men restricted their rights, and now their rights are unrestricted to drive. That nobody
No.
has given you a right or given me a right. That's not how it works. Men don't give women
The
rights.
men just
They were Men don't give women rights. They restrict them. That is what they do. That's all it is.
So how can we restrict? How can we restrict the right if we didn't give them the right? We restricted. So what are they going to do about it? If they're really what they say they are, why didn't they just go out there and drive?
Do you have
We
the right to?
restricted
Do you
them
have
from
the right?
driving.
Do you have the right to breathe? Do you have the right to eat? Do you have the right to make money? Do you have the right to provide for yourself? Do you have the right to protect yourself?
That is nature. That is biology.
Hold on. That's nature. You have the right to. Hold on, brother. I'm about to drop you. I can't. Do we have the rights as human beings? Do we have the rights to move unrestricted as human beings? Were we born with the right to move unrestricted?
We have free will. We have free will to do what we want.
Okay.
We have free will. We humans.
Free will means you were born with the right. You were born with it. That's what free will is. So if in a country, again,
exactly,
they restrict a woman's right to move freely by not allowing her to drive a car, they didn't, and then they stopped restricting her. They didn't give her the right. She already had it. They just stopped restricting her. That's what I'm trying to say. You looking at rights like a gift, and that's where y'all fuck up. Men don't give women shit.
All right. Okay.
They don't give women anything. They restrict and they unrestrict.
Okay. Who told you that? Exactly.
Who told me that? I just told you that.
And we have the power to unrestrict. Yes, we do have the power. Okay, why do we have the power to restrict it? And why do we have the power to take it away?
Through violence. It's through violence.
What?
Yeah. That's how you.
Okay, we have the power to restrict it because we run
Why?
the
Why is that
infrastructure.
funny?
We built the
Wait,
system.
wait. You didn't ask me why. You said how. And I told you the how, the mechanism in which they use to restrict is
hold
through
on.
violence. The fuck are you
Because
talking
we're not
about?
through
Why?
violence. We're trying to
Why
protect
would
the
it?
women.
Why can't women drive? Are women not better drivers than men? The fuck are you talking about? Why wouldn't women be allowed to drive? If we were trying to
No.
save people,
Because we're
they
trying
are
to
better
protect
drivers
the
than men.
women.
Women are better
We're trying to
drivers than
protect the
men.
women.
Women are better drivers than men. If they were
Let me
trying to
ask you a
protect the
question.
women, they
Let
would
me
let
ask you a
more women
question.
drive.
Can I ask you a question quickly? Okay, why are women not allowed to hunt back in the days to go to the jungle and hunt for lions and bears and hunt for food?
They were.
Well, how come they were restricted to
They
hunt?
were, and they were the better hunters.
They could not hunt because they will be eaten by the lions and the bears. They can't survive in the wilderness, okay? Because they are not physically stronger.
Oh my god, this is so stupid. Go ahead, Burger Meat. I can't.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good, brother.
Yeah. I do think feminism does hurt men in a certain extent.
Yeah.
Do you
What is
think-
feminism?
Feminism. When I think of feminism, I think of the ideology that the government's a patriarchy and that they fight for equity between men and women.
Okay. So the desire for men and women and children to be protected and to be treated fairly and equitably hurts men how?
Yeah. I mean, you can even like relate this to DEI. I mean, if we in place feminist, laws when it comes to getting jobs, men aren't going to get as much jobs as women due to the fact that they're getting.
That's literally the opposite of what DEI is.
How?
The reason for DEI is because women are restricted and they are pushed out of jobs. So they had to create a program to give women a chance at getting a job.
Yeah, but
men get more. No, there's no yeah, but. There's no yeah, but. Your point is moot. It's a stupid point.
The similarity is that we don't know if these women are qualified due to the fact that they got a job because they want equity.
They are qualified. They didn't get a job because they were women. They got an opportunity to get a job because they were a woman.
It kind of depends on what job too, but
it doesn't matter the job.
I beg to differ. I think men are more efficient at certain jobs than women are.
Name the job.
Physical labor.
Prove it.
Prove it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the water field, men hold 90% of the jobs.
That doesn't prove
they
it.
hold 70% of the jobs.
That doesn't prove it.
Yes, it does.
That doesn't prove it.
Of course it does.
How? How does it prove their efficiency?
Wouldn't you think?
No,
like, let's say
don't answer my question with the question. How does that prove their efficiency?
Because if I were to see somebody that holds a majority of one job over another group of people, I would assume safely that that group of people is more efficient than the other group of people. Okay. And also because they're better at it. It's that simple.
Yeah. Okay. So you're telling me that Latinos are better at farming than black people or white people or anything like that?
Yes, the better.
No, I'm not like a racist.
Why not? Hold on. I mean, you're just a misogynist, right? But why not though? Why aren't Latinos, if by your logic, since Latinos dominate field labor, then doesn't that prove that they're better at field labor than everybody?
No, because race has
Why
nothing
not?
to do with your biological makeup.
Wait. Nor does gender.
Of course it does.
No, gender is a social construct.
Or well,
race is a social construct.
I'm not woke.
Gender.
So
Hold on. Wait. Gender is a social construct. Race is a social construct. Nationality, ethnicity, social constructs. All of
I
them,
agree.
right?
I agree.
Latino people. Okay. So now
I agree, but
no, there's no but.
Yes, there is a but.
There is no but. Now that you agree, then you have to concede to the point that saying that because men dominate these fields, that proves that they are more efficient than women. If it doesn't apply to Latinos in farming, then it doesn't apply to men in any other fucking field.
Okay,
It's just-
so
that's how
the
it
reason
works.
why that doesn't work is because I and majority of people think that men are males and women are females. They're congruent. There's no other genders. There's nothing.
That's a sex. That's a sex.
Yeah, and they're congruent. So when
Genders
I
or
say a
sex are
gender,
not
so when I
congruent.
say
They're
a
not
gender
congruent.
like women, I'm talking
They're
about
not congruent.
females. I'm talking about
Genders
women.
are, sir, that is not the case. Biological is different than sociological. And you
I
just agreed
understand
that
they're
gender.
I understand
you
their
don't-
social
you don't-
constructs, but they
you
are
don't
congruent
understand.
to me because
And you
there's
don't-
only two sexes and two genders.
To you, because you don't know shit.
Yeah, and the rest of the world, besides maybe like
Not the rest.
5%
Not the rest of.
that
Not
think
the
that
rest
there's
of
like
the world.
infinite genders.
That's not the rest of the world.
All right, how
To
many genders are there?
To uneducated people,
How much
they
genders
don't
are
understand.
there?
Hold on. How many?
Let
But
me ask
to
you-
uneducated people, hey y'all.
How many genders are there?
Hold on, wait.
I want to
You
ask
guys
you a
want to?
question quickly.
Hey, do you want to stay up here?
Yes, I want to. I haven't finished.
Okay, if you want to have the conversation, be quiet. I'm not. Stop unmuting. You unmute, I'm dropping you. It's over. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to be nice, but I can't. I can't do an African and a racist white dude. Like I'm sorry. That shit is too annoying. But anyways, so gender and sex are two different things, first and foremost. Gender is a social construct. Sex isn't. Oh, there you go. Getting dropped. I guess they don't like to listen. Gender and sex are two different things. Just so we're clear. There's no need to finish the point at this point. He's gone. Galaxy Blade, go ahead.
Go ahead for what? This?
Oh my fucking God. Why are you up here?
Dude, like, I don't know. I just joined a random live.
Okay.
Yo,
Read the
he
prompt.
beats my meat.
Huh? I'll be so happy y'all come up here to get blocked. Teresa said he's African. YT women can snatch his rights today. Go ahead, Obina, and then I want I don't know, whatever this other person is. Go ahead, Obina.
Can I go?
Can you get blocked, or what do you want to do?
What do you mean?
Go ahead, you can go.
Oh, I'm African.
Okay. How is he still in the queue? I already blocked him. That was weird. All right, go ahead, Obina.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, please let it be a good question. For the love of God.
Let me ask you a question quickly.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to ask you a question quickly. All right. If women decide to quit their jobs today, women all around the world, or women in the United States decide to quit their job right now,
Yep.
society is going to run like nothing happened. Okay.
That's not true. Everybody
Let me
knows it's not true.
explain
That's
why.
stupid.
One at a
Hold on.
time. Can I
Hold
talk?
on. No, you said you're
Oh
going to
my
ask
God.
me a question. What's the question?
Okay, the question is, okay, if women decide to quit their job right now in the United States or all around the world, if women stop working right now, society, the world will still
What's
move
the
forward. like nothing
question?
happened.
That's not a question. That's a statement. What's the
It's a
question?
statement, absolutely. Then I want to go with the question, okay? It's a statement that I'm going to go with the question because the reason why is because these women didn't build shit. They don't build infrastructure. Hold on. And we don't
This is
have 90% of women in the military. We don't have 90% of women as construction workers. We don't have 90% of.
This is boring. You didn't ask me a question. There's a bait and switch. I'm waiting on the question still.
Why you need to
Still, because I want to hear the question. I don't want you to ramble. I want a question. Let's have a conversation. I don't want to hear what women didn't build. You haven't read. You don't know shit. Just ask the question. What question are you asking me? What you said was wrong. Women do like $2 trillion.
How is it wrong?
Hold on, wait. Because women do like $2 trillion of unpaid labor in this country, let alone almost the majority, almost half the workforce is made up of women. So if half the workforce quit, and
How is
stop,
women?
hold on, brother, hold on. You asked me a question, I'm answering it, and you fucking talking. Shit is crazy.
Don't crash out. Calm down.
Jesus Christ. So again, women make up almost 50% of the work of the labor force. That's paid labor. Then they do 80% of the unpaid labor. So essentially, women don't even need to quit their jobs. Just so you know, women don't even need to quit their jobs. They can keep working their jobs. If women stop doing the unpaid labor, our society collapses. Yeah, $8 trillion a year. So it's an exceedingly high amount of money. So if women quit their jobs, they don't even need, again, women don't even need to quit their job. They literally could just stop washing dishes and taking care of babies.
Today, that's what I said. Society is still going to run like nothing happened because women do not do the hard, dangerous job that build the infrastructure. That's what I
said. We don't need any of that. We don't need it.
Exactly.
We don't need fossil. We don't need fuels. We don't need.
What do you mean we don't need?
We don't need cobalt. We don't need another Tesla model.
Let me twist it around.
We don't need another fucking iPhone model. We don't need that shit.
Let me twist it around now. So let me twist it around. If men decide to quit their job right now, or all the men stop working, society will collapse. Absolutely. So these women
have to work. Hold on, you're not Obina. You're not making any fucking sense logically. You're just talking. If half the workforce stop working, the workforce will collapse. Either gender. The fuck are you talking about? Men or look, it ain't gotta be half. If 10% of the workforce stop working, the fucking system collapses. The hell are you talking about? If 50% of the workforce stops working, bro, we're dead. In a week. It's over. What are you talking about?
The workforce that be society? The women dominate the workforce that be society?
Yes.
That's a lie. Give me the proof right now.
Teachers, nurses. What are you talking about?
Hell no. Does that be society?
You might be the dumbest African I ever met. And I met a lot of dumb African men. You might be the dumbest African man I ever met. There's a lot of dumbass African men on this app. You at the bottom though, or at the top, depending on how you want to look at it. You dumb as shit. You even got a dumbass African man laugh.
No, you're a dumbass American man. You just come
laugh
with your
like a dumb African. That's the funniest thing about it. Look, you got that dumbass African laugh.
Look at the dumbest American guy.
Hey man, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. I ain't never. When you listen to it, you like, oh, that's a dumbass. Dumb as fuck. Talking about, you don't understand. If 50% of the workforce stop working, our whole country collapses in 3 days, 6 days.
Hold on.
What are you talking about, bro?
That is a lie.
How is that a lie?
Let me tell you why it's a lie. Because men do the hard, dangerous job. Okay. We have 9%. Yes, exactly.
I got you. Okay.
You get it now?
Okay. Who is going to watch our children? I'm just gonna go straight to that.
All right.
The women quit. The women quit watching the kids. Who's watching the kids? I'm not
talking about quit watching the kids, okay? Job. We're talking about job, working in the infrastructure.
Wait.
Why are you talking about watching the kids?
Hold on. Watching children isn't a job? Then why do people get paid for it? Why do teachers get paid?
And we have daycare, absolutely. Okay? Men are going to take over. Hold on. Men is going to replace it, and men are going to take over.
Okay.
Because men are more physical, stronger, faster. We do the hard, dangerous job. If women quit the daycare, they quit their job, it's not going to affect society that much because men will fix it. But women can't fix it.
I just say something. This is what I don't understand about you. You clearly are attracted to me. Clearly. You are. No. You are attracted to men.
You are.
Stop lying.
You're right here.
See, nothing I say. Hold on, brother. Hold on. See, you can't just turn it around on me. I don't even like men. That's the crazy part about it. I don't even like men.
That's a lie.
Like as a
That's
group,
a lie.
I'm not
You are
lying.
mad. You are just
You
mad
think
at
I'm
men.
lying?
because-
Hold on,
Yes,
wait.
you're
Time out. You think I'm lying about not liking men? I genuinely don't like men, like as a group. I'm not saying I don't like any men. I got male friends that I like, but as a group, I don't like men. I don't. They're not
What
men
if
are
you're
like,
a man? You're a man. How come you don't have the bro code?
because I'm not an idiot. I don't like y'all. I just told you I don't like y'all.
You don't have the bro code, okay? And you're
I
just.
don't like men. Why would I want to be in a club
How
full
can
of
you
men?
be a man? You don't like your son.
See how little.
You don't
See
like
how
your
little I like
son.
men.
You don't like your
I
son.
like men
Your son
so
is going to
little.
be a man.
I like so little. I like men so little that
You
I
don't like
don't want to be in a club with men. You want to be in a club with me.
Be in a club
That's what
with
I'm
men.
saying.
Oh,
You
no.
want to be in the man. You want to be in the man club.
That's a lie.
You want to be you. You just said Rocco. You literally want to be in a club for men. I don't want to be in a club with men.
It's not about being in a club
You
for
want to
men.
be a man on stage. You the type of man that go to a club and start dancing on stage with a bunch of men.
That's a lie. Come on now. Don't put
That's
that
what
on.
you would do.
No.
That's what you
Don't,
would.
don't try
You
to shift
like
the
that type of
goalposts.
shit.
Don't try to shift the goalposts, brother. Don't try to
Know
shift the
your dearth.
goalposts, okay?
You the type of man that say know your dearth.
Men that think the way that you do destroy society. Okay, you don't tell this woman the truth. You pander
Society
to this
already
woman.
destroyed.
It's not destroyed because men like you are allowing it to happen. That's the problem.
How am I allowing it
Okay.
to happen? I don't even
Because
like
you're not-
men.
because nobody's telling the women the truth. Women today are no wifey materials.
How are women destroying this society?
Because they're destroying the nuclear family. They're initiating divorce. They're leaving their marriage. What the hell are you talking about? You don't talk about that. All you talk about is how to just destroy men all day. You don't talk about the women being wife and staying in their marriage and being feminine, soft, kind.
We don't
Come on
need
now.
women. You just said it. You love men. You just said all we need are men. You just said all I need are my brothers. That's what you just said.
No, I didn't say that. What I said is
Yes,
that
you
men.
did. You
That's
literally
not what I
said
said. Don't
if
put words in my mouth.
women quit, you just said if women quit,
Yes,
society won't miss them. So you want your
absolutely.
men.
Is
You
that
want
a
the
lie?
boys.
I don't want the boys,
Yes,
but
that's a fucking lie.
statement. Not a
Bro,
lie.
you love. Hold on, Albina.
Don't
Make it
put
make
words
sense,
in my
brother.
mouth, okay?
You want. I don't want to put nothing in your mouth. I promise you.
You're
I
trying
swear
to
to God,
shift
I
the
don't.
goalposts.
I ain't shifting the
I-
goal. That's
you know
not
you're
that. That
smart.
doesn't apply,
You're
brother.
really, really smart.
You
okay, and I
like
appreciate that.
men. You
No,
love, and I mean it.
I got two wives. Why are you gonna say that I like men?
You don't have to. You don't have two wives. I'm lying.
Who told you
You
that?
you don't have two wives. You did. Yesterday you said you had three. See? Look at that dumb African laugh again. That dumb Nigerian nigga laugh. You laugh
Oh
like a
my
dumb
God.
Nigerian nigga.
I like
Stop
you,
laughing like a
brother,
goofy ass Nigerian nigga, man. That shit crazy. Hey, that shit crazy. Hey, that shit crazy,
Oh
dude.
my God, man.
That shit tripping
Listen,
me out, bro.
Let's keep it serious, okay? Listen. Let's have a great conversation. I appreciate
bro.
you. I appreciate what you do, and we're having a great conversation.
You saying
All
some
right?
weird shit, dog.
Okay.
You really
so
up
what do you
here?
want to say
You really
about?
up here talking about we don't need women.
No,
We can
hold on.
just
It's
fuck
not that.
men. If all the
That-
women is gone, we can just fuck each other. That's what you saying. That's like
That's
the
not
time
what
you
I
on.
said. Come on now,
That's
Bobby.
what you saying.
That's
If all
not
the
what I
women,
said.
look, man, if all the women go away, we could just be in bro code and
No,
be in the boys club.
You're twisting the word, my brother.
I'm
That's
good.
not what
I'm
I'm
good.
saying.
You got it.
You're good.
You got
You're
it.
good at twisting the word, all right? That's what
You
you
got
do.
it.
I appreciate
You want
for
to
doing
be
that.
in a world full of men, you got it. You can have that fantasy, thoughts,
Oh my
whatever it
goodness.
is. Whatever it is. Whatever it
Okay.
is.
Okay. Are you done?
And you know what's
done?
crazy? I'm not.
Are you done?
And you know what's crazy? This is what I be
What?
saying. It's always the very, very homophobic
Okay,
men
hold on. The women are saying they
that
don't
say
need
the
men
most
today.
homosexual shit.
That's
That
a lie.
might be the most homosexual shit I've ever heard.
No. Women are saying they don't need men, okay? But don't
They
twist the
don't.
word. Okay, well, now they don't need men. When I say men don't also
They don't.
need women, now you want to
It
be
don't work
you want
both.
to pull
It
the
don't work both
LGBT
ways.
card because
Can I ask you a
men,
question? Obina.
don't pull the LGBT card.
Obina. Do Africans need Europeans?
We don't need them.
Okay. Hold on, wait. That's all I want to know. Do Europeans need Africans?
Absolutely, because they come and steal our resources.
Exactly. So you can understand it like that. So women don't need men, but men need women. The same way
Women
Europeans
can't
need
survive
Africans and
without
Africans
men.
don't need
Women
Europeans.
cannot survive. Okay, tell me how women going to survive without men. Tell me how. How are they going to survive
They
without
won't.
men?
You're right. They won't survive without men.
Absolutely.
They will thrive without men.
That's a lie. How?
Like they did before men existed.
So how did the men take over the patriarchy? How did they take over if they really were at the top? How did we take over?
Through violence. I already answered this question.
Listen, brother. Listen.
We already got here.
Listen. Okay, listen. Okay, women are not going to survive without men.
Sonny, listen.
If there's a war, listen, if something happened in the United States right now, women and children will be the first to be protected.
Oh my God, I can't stand that dumbass war made up fantasy shit that you got, man. I'm not about to argue against that. That shit is stupid.
True. If there's a war,
Let's get back to you.
If there's a war
wanting to be in an all boys club.
No, if there's a war right now,
a world full of testosterone.
We'll be taking care of
You want to live in a world full of tests.
We'll be drafted for war.
You want to live in a world full of tests. You want to live in a globe full of tests. You want to be surrounded. You want to be surrounded by testosterone.
Well, that's a lie.
That is gay. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay, brother? Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
That's all I want to know.
Why are you
I ain't got a problem with it. I'm trying to figure this out, though.
Are you gay?
I'm not. I don't like men.
I got 2 wives. I'm not.
I genuinely don't like men. Like, I know you think it's crazy. I'm not. I'm dead serious. I genuinely don't like men, bro. Men are fucking weird and annoying and boring. Like, you guys, you can't even have a conversation. You're on.
Your brothers
I cannot. I don't.
Your father, your
like.
brothers.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Wait. I didn't say I hate all men. I didn't say I hate men. I don't like men in general. I love my son. Hold on, brother. Don't interrupt me. I don't love. Listen, brother, stop coming off of mute. I love the men that I know. I love some of the men I know. I don't even love all the men. I don't even love most of the men I know. I love some of the men I know, my sons included. But for the most part, I don't like men. I don't want to be in the company of men. I don't prefer the company of men. I don't prefer the presence of men. I don't respect men. I don't.
You know you're not going to survive with strong men.
A man can't do nothing to me, brother. A man can't hurt me. I promise you. Y'all niggas men don't scare me. That's why I talk the way I talk, because men don't scare me. That shit is funny to me. Men are laughable. I know men. Like, once you see, I've been behind the curtain. I know niggas.
How are you going to protect your wife?
I know niggas is weenies. I'm not afraid of them. I don't give a fuck about y'all.
So why do you call 911 when somebody attacks you in your house? Why do you call 911 and you want men to show up?
Why are you just making up stuff? Who told you I called the police? For insurance purposes, I might. They break into my home, I'm gonna call. I have insurance. You got to call. Same way if I get into an accident. Like, what are you talking about? I don't expect the police to save me. You just can't help it. You just start firing off like random. Like, y'all just got y'all got the manflet. You just on the manflet. Police, fire department, war. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. I don't care about none of that shit. Men are goofy. Like, again, I got some men I like. My daddy ain't even one of them. I don't even like my daddy. I don't like half my uncles. I don't like half my uncles. I don't like my daddy. I don't like a bunch of niggas I know. I don't talk to about 80% of the niggas 90% of the niggas I grew up with. Can't stand them. They weird. Like, let's be for real. I fucks with some men cool. Most men ain't. That's what it is. But one thing I will never, ever do, ever say, you will never hear old Puppy Pub say, I want to live in a world full of testosterone. That might be the gayest shit I've ever heard any man say on earth. On all these conversations. Yes, we don't need women. Get rid of women. What? Huh? That's not homo. I'm not. Let me know. I don't even think that's homophobic. I'm dead serious. That's some fucking homoerotic dream type shit. Like, what are you talking about? You want to live in a world full of men? What? Huh? I'm confused at this point. What are we doing? You got it, brother. You got it. You got it. You can have that world. I don't want to be in that world. Take me out. Hey, when you take out the women, take me out with. I'm going with them. Ain't no way I'm staying. Fuck that. What up, Jenny?
Listening to you is like free therapy. It makes the world make sense. Thank you so much. Oh my God. So good.
Oh my God, man.
I was just thinking as he was like, well, who are you going to call? Call the police, right? Like I've called the police multiple times in my life because of domestic violence and some other things. And I've never once had to call the cops or any sort of protection because a woman was hurting me. Not once, not ever. I have never had a woman hurt me. I've never had a woman do anything to harm me, like in my entire fucking life. Remember when that man versus bear thing was going around like last year? Like that was like the TikTok trend. I did a video on that. I did a TikTok video, and I just decided one morning I'm going to sit down. I took out a notepad. I said, I'm going to make a list of all of the men in my life going back to childhood that I can remember that have seriously hurt me. So not just like, I don't know, like some guy, like, you know, spilled my milk box in the school cafeteria and all, nothing like that. I'm talking like assault, abuse, almost ending my life, you know, harming me in major ways. And I had a like 3-page list of times that I had been harmed, hit, assaulted, abused by men. And I'm sure that there's shit that I'm forgetting.
Oh,
so like it was actually really, it was hard to go through. Like, oh my God, going back to like 5 years old and, you know, the creepy grandpa in the family, whatever, you know?
Can I ask you a question? What happened when you called the police? Did they help you?
Not once, not ever. So the most serious one, and I've done all kinds of videos and written this up on my Substack and stuff. The very last day that my husband and I were together, and he was so life-threatening, like this was the end of our marriage, he said that he was going to unalive me with a pew-pew. He went into our master closet. He got one. He was loading it. I ran out of our condo with him chasing me. I was barefooted in pajamas. And I called 911. I got in my car. I drove out of the parking lot, called 911. They had me come back. They're like, hey, come back to your parking lot. This whole, like, it was like a SWAT team type of thing, you know, like the van and all the cops. And they had, because I said, yeah, he has 16 pew-pews in the closet there. So they all had their bulletproof vests and stuff. And a police officer pulls me aside. And he's like, so he says that he wasn't going to pew-pew you. And you say he was. This seems like a he says, she says type of thing. And it's like there's a box of ammunition laying on the floor of the closet that spilled everywhere. There was a gun that was out of the gun case. The case was unlocked. And my son was sitting there on the couch and was able to tell him everything. And he's like, this is a he says, she says, ma'am, you know, feels like two sides to every story. And that was it. Like they did remove him from the property. And the court the next day gave me, you know, yet another order of protection, which a piece of paper doesn't fucking do anything. But
it makes it more dangerous for you. I think putting that's they get more upset because now they're exposed. Now they're mad. Everybody knows, you know, it's out there now, and they're like, I'll make you pay. And then,
and that's exactly what happened. Yeah, like it ramped up. So that was the last time that I ever called the cops. So a couple weeks later, he hit me with his car in the parking lot, ran me over. And there's witnesses everywhere. There's people. And it's like, I didn't even call the cops. It's like every time I call the police, they just act like I'm batshit crazy. So.
God dang.
A woman has never done that to me. No woman has ever run me over with her car. Ever.
Add that to the list. Add that to the list of things that have never happened by a woman. Let me make sure that this person, AEB, do you know you're up here?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I figured you had a lot of background noise. Damn. Well, there you go. That's it. You ain't got it. That's it. That's the whole shebang bang right there. They just men be harming women. The police justice system don't help women, don't protect women. We know that. So saying who you gonna call, like they Ghostbusters, is crazy. Like I know I'm not gonna get protection if I call the police. Like I don't expect to get. I literally call police as a formality. I don't call them in hopes that like they're gonna save me or something like that. I get into an accident, I call the police because you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm out here, insurance gonna, hey, did you call the cops? Yeah, the cops came, looked at it, yada yada yada. I don't want no hit and run, whatever it is, right? Cool. Somebody breaks into your house, you got to file for the insurance claim. Yeah, I called the police. They came over, they took a report. We need the report, file for claim. Cool. Outside of that, if it wasn't that, I would never call the cops. It would never happen. I have no reason to call the police. Even if somebody threatens my life, I have no reason to call the cops.
It's funny, like the first time I ever called the cops, I remember thinking, wow, now they're gonna like do something and they're gonna take him to jail. They're gonna make him stop hurting me. That first time I had such high expectations, and it's like, nope, nobody gives a rat's ass about anything. And it just made me like gasp, because if I was a stranger, right, like I was some random like neighbor dude, if I was the neighbor dude and I went over to my ex-husband Jake's house and he went in the closet and he got a gun out and TikTok live, and he said that he was going to, do bad things to me with that. And there was a box full of ammunition like spilled on the floor, and you could see that was taken out of the case. It was a total stranger. Damn, they would have done something, right? But it's the wife. Like, oh, come on,
what did she
honey.
What did she do?
What was his property anyways, so nobody
that's
crap.
She's the property. Yep. I was gonna say it's the also like what did she do to push him to that? Wives, they be mouthy, the mouthy wives. I want to do that to my wife sometimes. Like they can relate. That's their, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the bond between the police and the abuser.
Oh, I actually heard that every time. Every time. There's two sides to every story. This is a he said, she said. This seems like you guys need to cool it down a notch. Well, one of us has a closet full of pew-pews and a key, and one of us doesn't even know what to do with one of those. So that's not a two sides to every story type of thing. And Pubs, since no longer engaging with guys like that, my life is great, right? Like I've never had to call the cops anymore once I got the jackass men out of my life.
Look at that. See how that works?
See how that works? Anyway, that's
See how that works. Appreciate you. Thanks, Jenny.
You're amazing.
Y'all go follow Jenny on the. No, thank you. Y'all go follow Jenny on the YouTubes, man.
Thanks.
If you don't follow her over here, oh my God, appreciate you.
All right, keep at it.
Thank you. I will. We're in this thing, man. We're in this thing. We had a good old time. We had a good run. That's it. As we finish this, we done. Let's see. Pub, how are you unplugging your sons from the misogyny matrix? My oldest son has profound autism, so we don't got to worry about him. Good old Jax. You don't got to worry about that, baby. Lennox, you guys saw how I talked to him about, I just address it as it crops up and I model it, and we just have the conversations as we go. It's not, you got to model it the most. Exactly, for him. You got to model it the most. That's the number one most important thing. It's not really like, like he hears everything that I say and then I have to go out and do it, or he calls me out on it. That's how kids do. They call you out on your shit. If you're not consistent, the kid they'll expose you. Hey, didn't you say I heard you say that you never do da 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 da, and then they're calling you out. So got to be careful. Having children is like having a Gestapo in your home. Like they're always watching. You know what I'm saying? Like they never let you slide. They never let. Well, if your kids feel safe enough to express to you what their feelings, then they won't let you slide. If they don't feel safe enough, then they'll bottle it up, and you won't. You'll look up 15 years later, and they're being, you're like, how did we get here? And it's like, because they were afraid to talk to you. They knew not to bring it to you. They knew you weren't going to do anything about it. But like my son, he come to me and be like, hey, Dad, I just, I really just don't like when you yell at me. I'm like, when do I yell at you? Like, he's like, when I'm upstairs and you yell my name, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm like, okay, I'll try not to do that. Like, I'm sitting there like, when the fuck do I yell at this person? I don't even yell at him. But he's like, yeah, when you like when he doesn't do what I want him to do, I'll be like, hey, come back, come on down or whatever, come eat. Okay. 5 minutes later, hey, come down. Okay. 3 minutes later, hey, come down. You know, now I'm on that. That's what he's talking about. He don't like when he said my voice makes him, you know, he feels, and I said, yeah, I understand that. Okay. All right. I won't do that anymore. I'll try not to do that. I got you. I was like, but you got to listen though, too. It got to be a two-way street. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know it's hard. He's a kid. It's like kids ain't gonna listen, you know, they're gonna listen. So you're right. I get it. I get it. I understand. I should never make you feel that way. Okay. Fair enough. Even if I'm frustrated, even if you're not listening, that's not helping. I got to go and talk to you again. I'll take that, do the extra thing. Right. So that's what it is. That's for me, that's my number one. That's how you do it. That's how you stomp it out. That's it. You got to be the person. So, yeah, that's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. If you ain't modeling it, you're doomed. You're cooked. Yeah, I hear you. I see you, Mars. Yep. Keep them off of YouTube? Impossible. Impossible. Can't keep them off of YouTube. Can't do it. They do. Kids teach. I learned so much from my sons. Yep. But my son, Lennox is a listener. He's really into listening. Like, and I mean like, he's not a mischievous kid. You know what I'm saying? Like you may tell him to do something and he'll forget. I don't mean like that. I'm saying like, he's the type of kid though that like, he just has like a ton of integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's not a rule breaker. He's not a rule breaker guy. So if he's watching YouTube and I hear something problematic on there, I'll be like, hey, don't watch that anymore. He'll be like, okay. And you tell him, like, most of the time he knows why, I think. But if he wants to know why, he'll be like, why, you know, why can't I watch that? And I'll be like, because it's, you know, I don't like when they say that. Like, he used to watch these one shows that they have on YouTube. There's these like videos. They're like, they just like act out scenes, like random. It's almost like Tubi, right? They just make up like random scenes. It'll be like high school jock dating cheerleader. You know, they just do these like random shit. It's really random, right? And he watches that stuff, or he used to. And one day I was like really like listen, like I watched like a whole, like listen to like a whole thing, and I just didn't like the message. It was like it was very male coded, and I was just like, yeah, don't watch that shit anymore. And then he was like, okay. Like I told him why, and he was like, okay, I won't watch it anymore. And he hasn't watched it since. So Darman, is that what it's called? Maybe. I think that's what it was. I remember the episode, the thing that made me be like, I don't like, because it was like the boy had brought a girl like roses and he was acting like she was crazy pretty much. Like I was like, they were like in high school and I was just like, no thanks. No thanks. I don't like it. He was watching that like a year ago. Oh, Sneeko, no, absolutely. My son, he don't watch no streamers or nothing like that. I wouldn't let him watch a streamer. He can watch me, that's about it. If you want to watch daddy, you want to watch a streamer, watch me. That's about it. Rich boy falls for best friend. It's tough. Biku said Alaska needs to pull an Iceland strike, perhaps. America does, Biku, not just Alaska. The whole continental U.S. We didn't let them watch shorts. We stopped letting them watch shorts. And VV said Obino was up there giggling and flirting with me. Rita said it's the 50th anniversary of women in Iceland going on strike. It shut down the country. Iceland is most equal with the lowest femicide rates. Damn. Didn't they do that recently too? Didn't Iceland like spin the block on that? Didn't Iceland spend a block on that recently? Rita? I could be wrong. I thought they did. Shout out to my Alaskans, man. I didn't know I had so many Alaskans. I don't know how many there are, but two is a lot to me because I don't know. October 2023, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they just did it again. Or they threatened to do it maybe, and then they was like, all right, we don't want none of that. They had to remind them, I think. They were trying to, they were trying to bring it back. They was like, no mas. Hey, look, Yvonne's from Alaska. That's what's up, man. He said, no mas. Yeah. It's wicked work, though, out here, man. Depends on the feminism, I would say. Radical feminist. All right. I would love to hear this. Let's hear what this is, user. Come on up. What is radical feminism? Tell me what it looks like. Too many pygmies in America. Yeah. The racism. Radical feminism just communism. Yeah, right? Oh, damn, user. I wanted you to come up. Gotta mute you. Here, I'll give you one more shot. But after that, I'm still muting you, though. It's a mutiny. That's one time. I catch you in here again commenting. I request for you to come up and you say no. Blocked. Blocked. Yeah, radical feminism is the feminism that says we got to dismantle the capitalist system. And they said, oh, that's radical. See, I'm from Cali, so radical is a good thing, right? Radical. Totally radical, dude. I started to watch it, then I didn't, because I don't like Stephen A. Smith. Anything with Stephen A. Smith, I pretty much turn it off. I can't stand that motherfucker. But it was by Serena Williams, right? Radical and gnarly, dude. Fucking Hang 10. Hang 10 might be Hawaiian. I don't know. I feel like Hang 10 might be Hawaiian, but fucking gnarly. Folks said Obi loves bro code so he can wah and a wah. Damn it, man. That was funny. Katie Porter is a radical feminist. Katie Porter is a corporatist. Katie Porter is a Katie Porter from California? Maybe it ain't the same. Maybe I'm tripping. You talk about the one that was like yelling at her, talking bad about people and shit behind their backs and shit recently. Y'all say anybody a radical feminist. What is radical feminism?
I think the ideas that women can do better by themselves without men, and actually they should be on top of men and control men.
That's not feminism.
Radical feminism?
That's not feminism. Feminism, what is feminism?
For the rights of women, supporting the rights of women on equal playing field, equality for all, right?
For all.
That's the feminist movement.
Oh, no, wait.
For all women.
No, for all.
No, for all women.
Women? No. Okay, how much
That's
do you
not
want to bet?
feminism, though.
Hold on. Do you want to bet that what I know I know almost verbatim what the definition of feminism is.
Okay.
It is the belief or the fight for equity and equality between men, women, and children, for men, women, and children. So if a woman thinks that women should be on top, then she's not a feminist. She's a supremacist. Sorry.
Right. So I think radical feminism
That's
be
not radical. That's not radical feminism.
So it would be what? Feminine supremacy?
Feminine supremacy would be something completely different. That's not feminism. Feminism wants everybody to be equal, treated equitably, fairly, protected, blah, 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 blah. Radical part of it could be that they want to dismantle capitalism, the patriarchy, all the institutions, blah, 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 right? Or radical could be the means in which they are willing to go to get said said system in place could be considered a radical. But the belief in it of itself that women should subvert men is not feminism. As soon as you get to that point, that's no longer feminism. You pass go. You don't collect $200.
So, but what if they use that term and relate to that term and kind of hijack the term like they've done with other terms?
Again, it's
you know
not
what
feminism.
I'm saying?
Yeah, people
like we're under a term. We say we're this, but really it's not that.
Yeah,
it's like you said, feminist supremacy.
Like in America, they hijacked the term democracy.
Right.
Right. Like we don't have a democracy. We've never had a democracy in this country.
Right.
Right.
We have a constitutional republic, right?
Yeah. No. We don't have a democracy. They claim that America is a democracy, but America isn't. Not. We don't have a democratic process to choosing our officials, to our rules, so on and so forth. The whole, the difference between socialism and capitalism. One of the main differences.
I think socialism can exist in a capitalist society, but capitalism doesn't exist in a full-on socialist society. That would be one of the differences I see mostly.
No, the one of the main differences is that socialists believe that all workplaces should be democratized. So everybody should get a vote wherever you work. Everybody should have a say, which makes sense, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And some people would call that radical.
Everyone gets paid the same, right?
Not in socialism. That would be communism. Well, in communism, there's no such thing as money.
Right. It's the government owns everything.
The people own everything. Yeah. Not individuals.
But you can't have socialist social programs, socialist institutions within capitalism. I don't think you can have capitalist institutions within a social environment, right?
I was just more going back to how terms can be hijacked. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think a lot of terms are hijacked.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But by definition, that's like we don't live in a democracy. By definition, we don't. You know what I'm saying?
So no, definitely. So I've definitely heard people say I'm a radical feminist.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't think they mean what you think they mean.
No, I don't think
they equate it to.
I don't think you know what radical feminism is. That's what I'm saying. Again, that's not radical feminism. I don't
feminism. Think they equate it to your definition of it either.
No, then they're not
them saying
a radical feminist. A radical feminist is like a feminist that's like, I'll blow this shit up for us to get equality.
Right.
That's a radical
feminist, I get that.
Right? Yeah.
No,
you're saying a radical. You're saying that you met women that are like, I'm a radical feminist, and I believe that men should be beneath the boot of women, and that's not feminism. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right. So that's them hijacking that term. So I agree with you. We're on the same page.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be radical feminism. That's my point. That's something.
But if you hijack a term long enough and people start equating it with that, don't you think it's the whole marketing ploy of who invented the light bulb kind of situation, right?
The only people that equate it with that are people that are ignorant. If you're not ignorant, then you won't equate it with that. Like I don't equate democracy with America, no matter how much America lies and claims that it's a democracy.
Tells you, yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. I know.
No, yeah,
I know
yeah.
what a democracy is because I know the definition. I
Right.
know how it's applied. I know, you know, beyond the definition. I know that words are descriptive, not prescriptive. We don't have a democracy. The same way that a
Right.
woman that is claiming to be a feminist cannot simultaneously hold the perspective or point of view that a man or men should be underneath her. That's not a feminist. That is something that is a female supremacist or whatever,
Right.
a woman supremacist or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
Right?
whatever that term is. Yeah, yeah.
There's
yeah.
not even a word. Exact. That's how silly it is. Because there's
Right.
not even a term for it.
But it's like
Right?
take down the patriarchy and full on matriarchal society, right?
But matriarchies aren't set where women are at the top and men are at the bottom.
So how?
Matriarchies are egalitarian in practice.
So explain that deeper. Sorry.
Yeah. So basically, when women are in charge, they believe that that not only women should be in charge, but men should be in charge, and we should protect children, and we should all work together as a community, right? As a group, in unison. When men are in charge, they believe that they should be at the top, and everybody else should fall underneath them.
Right.
They create
That makes
hierarchies. Women create communities, and men create hierarchies. And one of them is counterintuitive to the other. So you can't have a community and a hierarchy, and you can't have a hierarchy and a community. You need, you know what I'm saying? Like it won't, I mean, you can't, it just won't function well. If you have a hierarchy in your community, it won't function well. But if you have a community where everybody is included and it's inclusive and everybody gets to say so or whatever, then your community will function well. It'll be fine. It'll be healthy. As healthy as you can get it.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. There's no example of women by and large wanting to harm men. So there's no, I mean, to me, I don't know how feminism could hurt. I don't know how feminism is not only good for women, but it's good for men. That's the thing. It's great for me.
But could it evolve into radical feminine supremacy?
No. I don't believe it could. And that's fear mongering that men push. The same way white people push the fear about black people wanting to be superior to white people, and that's why they can never let us, you know, that's why we'll never live in an equitable world with white people until we dismantle all of these systems of oppression, right? They're gonna keep pushing the lie that if black people ever get any footing, they're gonna unalive us or they're gonna enslave us the way that we enslave them. And if you don't believe me, go look at what happened with Charlie Kirk. Exactly what happened with Charlie Kirk proves that white people are deathly afraid of black people, because a white man unalived Charlie Kirk and they went on and threatened black institutions and establishments. Like, what the fuck did we do? Got nothing to do with us. Candace said he thinks, quote, women not needing men equals radical. Exactly. That's not radical. Women don't need men. They never did. They never did. And that's not, I mean, yeah, they just never needed men, man. They just never needed men. And when I say need men, women don't need men to be healthy, to be happy, to be productive. They don't need men. Men need women, though. If men want to be healthy and happy and productive, we need women. We need women. It won't. It's crazy. That's wild. That's scary. Men without women, scary. Scary. Women without men, utopia. Men without women, utopia. Y'all know the movie Trolls? Y'all know the movie Trolls? I don't remember the bad trolls, the ones that was eating the trolls. That's men without women. And the the women are like the pretty pixie trolls and shit with beautiful hair. Justin Timberlake and what's her name? That's the Bergens. Yeah, the Bergens. Men are the Bergens and women are the trolls. That's what it is. That's the best way to describe the world, a world like the world without women and the world without men. Like men don't get women, we turn into the Bergens. Women don't get men, they turn into trolls. They start singing all day. They start fucking doing the Care Bear, projecting fucking rainbows and shit on one another and swimming in Skittles and shit. They start doing that goddamn Anthony Mackie meme. Shit look different. Some men smell good. Yeah, some men are okay. Some men are tolerable. But if you got to keep men around just so you could be around a handful of tolerable men, you know, get a little tricky there. Get a little crafty there. Get a little crafty there. Get a little crafty in there. I don't know. It's crazy. You know? A man tried to trap me with a Viking kitchen. Hey, Viking makes some top tier stoves and whatnot, man. You know? They got some shit going on over there. I fucks with them. I might give me a little Viking kitchen coming. I got a Samsung kitchen right now. I might have to, you know, that Viking shit be lasting. Oh yeah, Viking's expensive as shit. Viking gets so expensive, that shit crazy. But I might have to get on some when I redo my kitchen. I gotta shave my nose hairs, my lip hairs, tickling the shit out of my nose. That's how I usually go. All right, y'all. I'm about to wrap this thing up, man. I appreciate you. Unfortunately, I gotta make another video. They're a little nervous. It's okay. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the Tappers, Yappers, and Super Chappers, man. Shout out to the best mods in the business. I really appreciate y'all for real, man. All the support, man. We're gonna have to I got the what's that thing called? I don't know. I'll tell you what it is next time. Whatever it's called. I'll figure it out. I can't remember. My brain just farted. $20,000 stove. It's worth it. Definitely haters come back. Oh man, I love y'all. One love, one thug. Shout out to everybody that joined the panel. Shout out to the super fans. Shout out to the super fans, man. I appreciate y'all for real. Yeah, 20K. What's the stove? Ain't the stove a regular like 4,500 racks? You know? Under his eye. Hey, it's getting spooky out here, man. It's getting spooky out here. That's always a thing. We did it, Joe.